I mean, if you take two shells separated by, say for instance, a meter, and put a ball on one of them, it'll take about the same amount of energy to shift that ball from one shell to the other, essentially no matter where those shells are now. Further, the ball really doesn't care how it got to that shell, but when it's in that state, state function, it's got a known amount of energy relative to the other state. It's the same deal with the reaction of alkali metals with water as where you start and where you finish. And the energy difference between the two, that's your big bada boom. So here are your two reactions. But there are some generic terms in both of these reactions that we can energetically ignore when we're doing the comparison. So there we go, we can cancel those out. So really, the question of which produces more energy boils down to this phenomenally simple comparison. A lithium metal atom going to a solvated lithium ion compared to the same thing with cesium. Well, thermodynamic data is available for all of the components to actually calculate this. It's broken down into three steps. There's the atomization of the metal, the ionization of the metal, and then the solvation of the ion. Remember, these are state functions. They don't care what path you take to get from one state to the other. Negative numbers here mean that energy is released, and positive numbers means that energy is required. Well, when we look at it, what we find is these reactions actually absorb energy. Yeah, I know these reactions put out lots of energy, but remember that we cancel out a load of energetic terms for both of these reactions for the comparison. And those are the bits that actually transform this reaction to being exothermic. But since we've actually cancelled out those terms, the parts
over my head too.
we're comparing here are both endothermic. They require energy. So the bottom line is that lithium, it takes a lot of energy to atomize it, a lot of energy to ionize it, but you get an awful lot of that when you dunk it in water. And for cesium, sure, it's a lot easier to atomize and a lot easier to ionize, but you get nowhere near as much energy back when you dunk your cesium into water. So after all of that, what you find energetically is that these reactions are essentially identical, with lithium being the modest winner. But bear in mind that's for 7 grams of lithium versus 130 grams of cesium. I'm sure I'd like to demonstrate this, and it would be a relatively simple experiment, but sadly, 7 grams of lithium, that's dirt cheap. But cesium retails about $100 a gram, and I'm not sure this would be the best way to spend about $13,000. I guess I could make stuff, and that would be a lot cheaper, but you'd have to build a kit to do it. Okay. So gram per gram, lithium releases about 20 times as much energy as cesium, and mole to mole, they're virtually identical. So why is there this difference in reactivity? Well, like I said at the beginning, the edge of the unknown is always much closer than you think.
$13,000.
Several testable hypotheses. The bottom line is, I've yet to come across a reasonable explanation as to why metals like potassium explode at near detonation speeds, almost on contact with water. But alas, while this interlude has been fun, regrettably, I'm almost out of time. Just after the 4th of July, I officially become a vagrant of no fixed abode. Don't get me wrong, I'm actually looking forward to it. I start a new job later this year, but until then I have a new metal skin under the big sky. And yet, all of the slow motion footage acquired at the cost of molten potassium sprayed high-speed cameras was done with donations to this channel. And so, I'm dedicating this video to the 3 highest donors to this channel. And in that spirit, all of this footage is available as Creative Commons. Indeed, I've created a secondary channel called Thunderfoot CC, on which I will be depositing all of this footage for Creative Commons consumption.
Drink?
I'd never heard of it, but they said it was from the 80s. On the caption.
Alright, today we're taking a look at a 14-year-old bottle of Orbit. And we actually were going to do this a few weeks ago, but Jake got some poisoning. So bad. You're supposed to wait until the show before you get poisoned. I really just wanted to beat the bunch. We were at the water park all day. He got sunburned, and actually the worst thing that happened to me was I lost my glasses. Well, I'm wearing the glasses from paranoia. Poor Brad lost his sun. I lost my glasses. It was a terrible day. Oh my God. I had blisters covering 50% of my body, and you lost your fucking glasses. Boo, goddamn. Well, I need them.
Some fucking sunblock, you dumb fuck. It's hard to feel sorry for him.
Quit taking your glasses to the water park. I will drive you. It's okay. No, this wasn't even. I didn't even lose. The sad thing is, I didn't even lose them on one of the slides. I went to the bathroom, left them in there, and some guy went in there. I guess took a shit and stole my fucking glasses. You know how to use them to wipe his ass and then flushed them. But anyway.
Sad that someone would steal someone's glasses.
Yeah.
Useless for anyone but him.
Did you have this drink when it first came out?
I did not.
Neither did I. And I remember it.
Because I always thought it looked like a lava lamp.
Yeah.
And
Whoa.
I was always told never to drink the contents of the lava lamp. And that is why I have never tried that.
See, that's the thing, because, I mean, we were talking about this the other day. Like, I've made fun of people before who wouldn't try, like, the green ketchup, the purple ketchup,
the food coloring.
even like Crystal Pepsi. You know, people say, like, what? That's not the right color. Ew, that's going to be gross. In terms of the ketchup, it tastes exactly the fucking same. It's just green.
Yeah.
This one, I kind of got it. I did. I mean, I didn't try it when it came out. I kind of understood why someone would want to try this. It looks like something you shouldn't put in your body.
It absolutely does.
And now here we are trying it.
It's 14, and it's aged to perfection. It's like a fine wine.
Yeah. The balls are still floating in it. That's one thing I'm curious about. Or is what those even are. They're flavorful.
Flavor enhancers? I don't know. I mean, I can only assume that
Sugar.
it probably involves the flavor somehow, but
It looks like alien blood.
it really does.
It's a bottle of alien
blood.
Mm.
Straight from Roswell.
I'm gonna drink the predator's semen.
Ooh.
Boy, I sure would too.
I don't know if this will work, but
I like how it was
Why not?
advertised as
Like a ghetto flurry.
And I gotta
Heck
say,
yeah.
of all the, I mean, just looking at this thing, it does
These are
scream
funnies.
late 90s alternative.
I know.
Like,
Why didn't I know about these?
Came in drink form. This is fucking it right here. Look at this. They even spell melon upside down.
Yes,
between blueberry and strawberry. That's fucking alternative, man.
That is straight from Seattle.
Yeah. All right, let's. I like to. It's got the website on top of it. Orbits.com.
Orbits.com. Boy, does that change over the
Yeah.
years.
You cannot get your delicious floating ball drink, but you can get a good price on travel.
Wow, that's funny.
And the only reason
It's
why
funny.
I know that this probably won't kill us is I saw the reckless eating guys do it. Like, well, okay, well, they live, so. Oh. Okay, well, it smells like melon. If you threw it up the next morning because you got really drunk. Here. Right?
Right?
That's melon with a bit of stomach grease.
Yes, it is.
Oh, make it work.
It's in my cabinet, so it's gonna be cold. This Crystal Pepsi taster glass still so many discontinued beverages. Put some balls in there. I shouldn't be. I've done so many episodes of this show, and this is the time where I'm like, I probably shouldn't be drinking this. To the 90s. Here's to Daria.